How's it going, guys? My name is Grant Draper, and today we're doing a D Model OS first impression and disc comparison with some of Prodigy's most overstable drivers they have out on the market right now. I got this D Model OS from my buddy Michael Kirshner. He did the dye. He does a whole bunch of dyes, and he's a super cool guy. So if you want any disc dyed yourself, hit him up on Facebook. And yeah, so we got the D Model OS here, and we're also going to be throwing a production run D1 as well as a OG D1 released to the team when the D1s first came out. A first run D1, really overstable run as well. And then we have a Bowling Green D3. It is not a D3. It is similar to the X1. It's more of a utility disc. It's like the X1, just with a little bit more glide. Still super beefy. And then the most overstable disc ever is the 750 X1. So let's get throwing. All right, so it's a little windy, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a voiceover over all the throws. As you can see here, it's a right to left, headwind, crosswind, and I'm throwing all these left hand, backhand. I'm gonna throw them flat and see how they stand up to the wind when the wind is pushing against the disc. And we're starting with the D Model OS here, so let's see how it flies. As you can see, it's not pushing too far to the left. It's pretty much staying on the line, and it hyzers off there at the end. Really nice and controllable, consistent, and I know what it's gonna do when I throw it. Nice, hard, and flat. Up next here, we got the OG D1. I threw it a little bit higher than I wanted to, but it pretty much did the same thing as the D Model OS. Pretty much stayed on the same line and fought out at the end and finished to the right. Up next, we got the first run D1. Very good overstable run of D1 if you've never tried one. Also threw it a little bit high, but it's still low enough to see what it's doing against the wind. Same as the OG D1, stayed on the line and fought out. And right here we got the production run D1, and I'm throwing it nice and flat, pretty stiff headwind. Wind picked up a little bit here, and as you can see, it went from right to left with that crosswind pushing it, but it still fought out at the very end. I can trust it, but not near as much as the D Model OS or the OG or first run D1. And then last but not least, the last two here, we have the D3 Bowling Green D3, and I would say it's pretty comparable to an X1, more on the utility side, and just a little bit more glide than the X1, but still really overstable. And then last but not least, we got the X1. Nice, hard, flat, didn't move at all, didn't move off the line at all. It said, nope, I am going to the right, I am a beefcake. So yeah. And then right here we got some bonus footage. This is from the day before, throwing the D Model OS, same right to left, headwind, crosswind, but it's probably like 30 miles per hour. So fought out at the end, barely moved out the line, really overstable. What is up, guys? I am back inside now from the wind. Sorry about that for the audio. I got the D Model OS here, and the reason I wanted to do the comparison with the D Model OS is because a lot of people have been asking online or in person, asking Prodigy for a more overstable D1 without having to beef up or spin an arm and a leg to get an X1, when really the X1 is more of a utility disc in a league of its own, more so than even the D Model OS. But yeah, people want a more overstable D1 that they can trust in a headwind and know exactly what it's gonna do without turning over too much. And the D Model OS is that disc. So everybody needs one in their bag, especially if you live in a windy area like I do. I live in Oklahoma. So trust me, I know the wind. So yeah, I am very impressed with the D Model OS. It reminds me of my OG D1 or my first run D1, which is the most overstable runs of D1 that I have available to me right now. So definitely go pick one up. Let me know what you think about the D Model OS And yeah, if you guys want to see any other videos, if you have any ideas for me, let me know. I'd love to hear them, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.